I need some more lights in my life. I need some more lights in my life. Hey y'all, I need some more lights. Oh, these curls is curling. These curls is curling. These curls is curling. Okay, hey. Hey. I might want to fix the lighting on this. Hold on 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh. Do I need to turn on my light? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Don't lose me here. Hold on. I might want to turn on my other light. Hold on. Let me see. I may could turn this off and just be here. Yes. Okay. What? I said I was coming. Said I was coming, and now your girl is here. Hi, everybody. Hi. I said I would return because I knew that the other day I was here and I was looking crazy, and you guys were cursing me out and saying, "Girl, you ain't gonna come back to the camera and come back like this. Like, that's not fair to us." And I agree. It's not fair to y'all for me to come back looking all crazy. So I promise that I will return and come and get information with y'all again and make things work. Sorry, y'all. I just got to get my wig together. Y'all know that. I was supposed to do that before I got on camera. I did, but these curls are curling. So y'all know how that goes. Anyway, I'm not going to keep doing that. I'm not going to keep doing that, aggravating y'all, because I really want to get information with the topics. So give me a few minutes. I'm going to wait for some more folks to get in here. I stole that from the Armand Wiggins show. So Armand, don't kill me. Let me just say, though, I am waiting a few more minutes for folks to show up, but I'm also waiting for my boyfriend to come back from the store with my, can you guys hear me? First of all, let me see if y'all can hear me. I'm waiting to come for my boyfriend to come from the store with my straw because I need something to drink while I touch base on these topics. Because I got a lot of stuff to say. I have a lot of stuff to touch base on. I just sat up here and let's see. Okay. I didn't set up here and wrote everything down because I do want to make sure I don't forget to touch base on every single topic. As you guys can see, not only did I come back with a vengeance, my hair looking cute, everything like that, looking better on the camera for you guys, but I also came back with my backdrop in place. Like, I really handled my scandal. So I didn't want y'all to want smoke with me because I know y'all was saying the other night, like, yeah, DJ, you did promise you was going to come back, but you also promised you would come back right? And that wasn't fair because I was gone for a couple of months. So it's only right that I come back really ready and information. So what's going on? I'm just waiting. I like to be on live. This is really cute. I never went live on YouTube before. I've never gone live on YouTube before. This is the first for me. So you guys have to be a little bit patient with me while I sift through how to do this because I'm used to going live on Facebook. But the goal here now is to get my YouTube following up. Is to really get my YouTube following up. And since I'm trying to do so, I'm like, instead of going live on Facebook, I have over 2,000 friends on Facebook. They already are pretty much up. I need to go live on YouTube because I need to get those people information and get more traction to my page and so on and so forth. So give me a few. I'm just waiting and then we're going to get busy. So let's talk about what I have on the agenda. Okay. So I'm going to talk to you guys about Chris Rock and Will Smith, the smack heard around the world. I'm going to discuss that. I'm going to discuss R.Kelly. Oh my goodness. Wow. 30 years. And it's crazy because I was saying when he had the interview with Gayle King and he was screaming in the camera going crazy. And Gayle was like, Robert. And he was saying, this is my motherfucking life. I gave y'all 30 years of my life. You know, he really was going crazy. And I was like, wow, it's crazy how he kept saying 30 years. And that's exactly what they gave him in time. So I felt really bad. I felt really super duper bad for I felt super duper bad for R. Kelly yelling and screaming like that, but I have some things to say because I actually watched the documentary. I didn't watch it when it initially came out. I watched it about a year ago. And from what I watched, let me make sure my ring goes off. From what I watched, I was like, "Ew, R.Kelly, yeah, no." So, I'm not really. I'm on a fence. I'm on a fence. I'm like straddling the fence between, oh my God, a musical genius, and then Kelly, you did three much. Like, I watched the documentary. If what they're saying is true, you did three much. But anyway, I was gonna talk about P Valley, but the only reason why I don't want to talk about it because there's a new episode on, and apparently that new episode was off the chain, and everybody is talking about it. Sorry, you guys. Everybody is talking about that new episode, and I don't want to go and I don't want to speak about what I didn't see yet because I know everybody's talking about the new episode. So if I speak, I'm just going to speak about what I seen last week, and really and truly, nobody's talking about that anymore. Come on here now. Nobody is speaking about that anymore because everybody is now speaking about whatever came on today or last night. You have to watch it early. I have the stars app, so I can watch it early, whatever the case may be. But yes. So everybody's discussing that. So I didn't want to bring that up because what are we going to talk about it for if I haven't seen the new news? So I'll come back, I'll double back, and we'll have some conversation surrounding P Valley, but not right at this moment. Saucy Santana versus Blue Ivy. Right? Okay. Now, um, we're gonna talk about that. Let me just say we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about Beyonce dropping. Y'all know she's coming, right? She's coming July 29th. She's coming July 20 freaking 9th. And it's a national holiday. FYI and PSA, it's a national holiday. Just so we're clear, right? Also, I'm going to talk about the book drop, the book club coming back. I'm going to talk about Caesar and the dog and the ex and all of the exes coming out the woodworks with the abuse allegations and Black Ink crew and getting fired and all of this type of stuff. I'm going to talk about that. And then I'm going to also answer some questions that you guys were asking me on my Instagram. When I said, if you ask me some questions, I'll answer them on live, and you guys sent me a few questions. So I'll go through a few of them and we're gonna move forward. I'm just trying to wait again. My boyfriend just went to the corner. Like, I don't understand what's taking so long. But anyway, that doesn't matter. Let's get into the first topic, right? The first topic that I want to discuss is the smack heard round the world. Okay, this whole Chris Rock and Will Smith debacle, right? Um, okay, right. I will be very honest with you guys. I didn't go far back and dig into all of the logistics of the Jada Pinkett Smith, Chris Rock, Will Smith dynamic, right? So I would be a liar if I said I knew everything that took place prior to the Oscar night because I actually didn't, right? I didn't go into all of the hoopla of how long he been antagonizing a woman, what he been saying about the woman. I just heard little bits and pieces, and it kind of helped me draw my conclusion. But I didn't draw a perfect one in my opinion because I feel like, well, if you don't know everything that happened, how can you draw a perfect one, right? So thank you, my dear. My straw has arrived, people. Okay, so I have my superpowers. Now we can get busy. So yeah, so my whole thing was like, I was trying to refrain from speaking about it because if you guys notice, I don't all the time. I try to do it. I mean, I really try not to do it at all. I try not to speak ill of Black people publicly, right? Even celebrities. I definitely don't do it with people I know personally, but I even try, like with celebrities, not to do it as well because, I feel like the light is already shining on us, right? The light is already shining on us. So I don't think that it helps me to contribute to conversations that doesn't make that light look good, right? So I feel like if I'm sitting around contributing to a conversation that's either tearing down or speaking to negatively about another Black person, it just doesn't make me feel good because, like I said, I feel like it's enough people speaking bad about Black people. right? And publicly and doing things to black people. So I feel like if I add to that conversation, then it doesn't make me any better than the folks that I talk about that talk about us. On top of that, a lot of these incidents that our peers are going through, even though those celebrities are not close friends of ours, they're still like, Will was not that much older than me. He's black. Like Jada's not that much older than me. She's a black woman. These are our peers. I grew up watching them. So, I don't want to constantly contribute to the conversation of something negative. And everybody was speaking negatively about it. I didn't have that same opinion, right? But I wasn't in favor of Chris Rock, and I didn't want it to come across as okay, you just another young uh black woman from the hood condone violence. So I was trying not to say nothing about it because I'm like, listen, what I got to say is not going to be it's an unpopular opinion, and I don't want to round nobody up, yada yada yada. But then when I thought about it, and everybody kept freaking asking me, I'm like, well, girl, these people want to know what you're thinking. Maybe you can shed some light on the situation if you just share some of your thoughts, right? And I'm gonna share, and whether folks like it, they like it. Whether they don't. But it's just my personal opinion, right? What I got from it is allegedly Chris Rock was supposed to have been antagonizing Jada prior to this, and Will just kind of sort of was done with him being so antagonistic, and at this point he was like, "Listen, I got to do what I got to do," and he marched up. I seen a lot of people arguing about, oh, what about uh if that was like The Rock, would Will have done that? He just took advantage because it was Chris Rock and his size and all of this type of stuff. And then they said, oh well, he wasn't gonna do anything initially because he was laughing, him and Jada was laughing. So then he got like it was a lot of things being said. And I just looked at it from the standpoint of the black woman in the situation, right? And this is how I feel. I do understand that everybody has a job, right? Comedians have a job, actors have a job, everybody has a job, right? Everybody has to do their job, which is fine, right? But when you incorporate other folks in your job, then you have to be prepared to handle what comes with that. So case in point, that's just like you working at a job and somebody's job is contingent upon your job, right? So let's just say I can't do what I have to do if you don't do your part, right? 9 times out of 10, when you're working with a person and they are not doing their part, it pisses you off and you want to slap the dog shit out them because you're affecting my job, right? I think Chris Rock had a job to do, but I think he didn't factor in that he was incorporating his jokes about other people. And you kind of have to be mindful of making jokes about other people because not only aren't these other folks, the folks that you're making the jokes about, they may not be comedians, they may not find it funny, and they also may react to the jokes that you're making about them. And you have to factor that in when you're quote unquote doing your job. Because what I didn't like that they were trying to say is they were trying to make it seem like you cannot be funny without imitating or making fun of other people. I didn't like that. I didn't like that. I've seen comedians do jokes and be funny, and they've done said things about themselves, and it was equally as funny as talking about another person. So there's ways to do your job as a comedian without bringing other folks in. Don't get me wrong. Is it more entertaining when you're making fun of somebody else? Of course, 100%. But the reality of it is that's not what you have to do your job. And when you do make the decision to do that, then you have to be ready, willing, and able to take on whatever comes with that. And that's on that. Okay. That's on Mary Had a Little Lamb. Okay. The reality of it is when you decide that you want to drag somebody else into something that you have going on willingly or unwillingly, you have to be prepared for the reactions and responses from that other person. Right? Because at the end of the day, whether Chris Rock is a comedian or not, whether it was a joke or not, you were there to do a job and you decided to incorporate these folks in the job that you were doing. Okay. Okay. But clearly you incorporated her unwillingly, and her husband was not happy about that. I mean, you can't make him be happy about it. He can't like it is what it is. It is what it is. And the consequences was he got up again. For a long time, that's another reason why I didn't speak on this. I thought it was fake too because the smack looked very actorish. The way he did it looked actorish. The way Chris moved looked actorish. So I thought they were acting, and we was gonna find out it was a spoof at the end. So at first I didn't believe it, but now that I'm hearing, okay, it may have some truth to it. I just feel like I mean, so that's it. That's it. That's what I feel like. I feel like you were there to do a job. You took it upon yourself to believe that a part of your job was to incorporate other folks in what you're doing. Everything you do in this lifestyle has a reaction or response, and most times consequences, depending on what the action is. Those were the consequences. Those were the consequences. And in all fairness to Will, we're gonna boomerang it back to him as well. And everything that happened after he put his hands on that man, those are the consequences. Those are the consequences. In my mind, I said Big Bang Willie got it. Big Bang Willie got it. He could figure he could pay for the slap. Big Bang Willie got it. That's how I was feeling because the reality of it is I'm a very comedic person. Like I crack, like I can literally do stand up. I'm a very funny person. I've always been since I was young. I'm very entertaining. If you around me, you will see like I'm all about theatrics. And so I could easily have been a comedian. I can still be a comedian. Sometimes during these lives, I'm very, very funny. That's just who I am. It's natural. I don't go home and say, let me put a skit together and leave out. No, in a moment, I can just turn into a straight up comedian. So I get it. I get it. I get it, right? But like I said, I can be a comedian and I can tell you stories that um or I can tell you stories about my life that are very funny, that will keep you very entertained, that'll make you like, yo, you crazy. Like, it's ways to be funny. I think that, of course, it is entertaining to bring other people into it, but you have to be mindful and aware of the consequences. And another reason I'm not going to lie that this kind of struck a nerve with me because during the pandemic, I was off social media from Lent. Lent has started like that March, so I wasn't on social media when the pandemic started. Lent and Ramadan usually piggyback off each other. At least it has been for the last couple of years. So I would do Ramadan and Lent. So I wasn't on social media from like maybe March to July. I didn't return to July to Healing Heart's anniversary, right? So when I returned, now I'm getting to see all of the things taking place on social media. And I'm not gonna lie, I was so disgusted. When I tell you like disgusted with these computer thugs. I watched people who I know personally disrespect and degrade people and talk crazy to them over online, over the computer. And I'm like, good and goddamn well, if you were standing in front of that person, you would not speak that way. But because we in the middle of the pandemic, I don't know when this is going to be over. I don't have to see you. You can't get to me. I'm with it. Okay, my mind, because I'm a person that I know all actions require responses, reactions, and or consequences. I'm saying to myself, you gonna get your ass whipped. I know that, but I'm gonna mind my business. So since the lockdown was lifted and folks started being out siggity, things started happening. Things started happening. Things started happening. And you have people there like, why so and so did that to such and such? Well, such and such was running their mouth to so and so for the last year and a half. What did you think was gonna happen? What did you think was gonna happen? And then people standing around saying, well, it's not right for you to, okay, so it's not right for me to physically attack anyone, but you're telling me it's okay for them to verbally attack me. You don't get to pick and choose how I react to situations. Nobody does. But because it's a popular opinion that people can say what they want and you shouldn't put your hands on them, then I do get to judge how you react. Says who? With? With? No, no, no. Nobody's dictating to me how something made me feel. And for damn sure, nobody's dictating to me what I should do after I feel that way. So the reality of it is, I just stood up here and told you, I like to crack jokes. I like to play around. I like to have fun. And if ever I made fun of somebody else or incorporated somebody in my joke cracking, I was full on prepared because again, when you're good at it, you can possibly get your ass whipped. Let me be very honest with you. When you are good at it, you can end up in a fight. Because what will end up happening is most people are not as good as you. So they probably could go toe to toe with you 3 or 4 times, but once they see you cutting deep and tearing them out the frame and everybody on the floor cracking up, crying, oh, and, they recording it and you got the stupid face. Now you like, you know what? I should punch you in your face. And now we ain't joking no more. I ain't playing with you. It's up now. Oh, it's up. I thought we was playing. No, I ain't playing no more. I'm good. Yeah, it can go left. It can go left. So what I will say is this: the smack heard around the world is a smack heard around the world. And I think I'm beyond you. I think Chris ass feel the same way, and I think that's why Chris was doing some. I get it, bro. I got it. Okay, cool. Because you gotta understand too. Come on, people don't play with their wives. And I'm gonna be honest with you. As a woman in a relationship, I'm not even a wife yet. Speaking that into existence, Pookie. Come on now. But anywho, um, I would be highly offended if my boyfriend stood around and allowed somebody to disrespect me. Whether he felt it was disrespect or not, whether I felt it was disrespect or not. If that person's intention was to make fun of, aka disrespect me, in a room full of hundreds of people, Pookie better whoop his ass. Pookie better whip his ass because if not, he gonna have hell to pay when he get home. Okay, he will be dead for months. No, 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 no. Give you some skins for what? After you let this Negro talk crazy about me? Not in front of everybody. Oh no, 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 no. We're not tolerating that around these parts. So I know it's an unpopular opinion. I know people gonna think, I'm ghetto, I'm ratchet. I'm supposed to be healing. How could I be condoning violence? I'm not condoning violence. What I am saying is be very mindful and be very much aware of consequences, reactions, and responses. Okay? So for me, I personally don't feel like Will did anything wrong. I don't feel like Chris Rock did either. I just feel like Chris Rock didn't anticipate that reaction. Should have. You should have. You have to think. Chris Rock is an adult. He has to think. So as well. Will's sitting at home thinking now. Big Bang Willie. Pay for it. Cool. So yeah, I was Team Will. Sorry. I know it's not going to sound great. I know I'm not going to sound politically correct. I know it's not right. But I'm Team Will. I'm Team Will. I'm Team Will. Again, I think all actions come with consequences, if need be, responses and reactions. It just depends on what you did, what you're going to get. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. That's topic 1 down. I've been on 23 minutes already. That's crazy. Ciroc and ginger ale. I told y'all. All of my liquor gets chased with ginger ale because I'm 100. Okay? Listen, I turned 40 in February. Leave me alone. All right. What is next? What is next? What is next? I want to talk about I touched base a little bit on R.Kelly. Oh Lord, right? I did watch the documentary. I watched all the parts, and I want to say that it was just some young ladies on there that my heart bled for. Some that I felt like were actresses. Like I had mixed emotions about it, but I'm more so kid about. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. The ones that my heart bled for because I felt like they were the most traumatized because of the situation, and I also felt like the situation changed their lives. And for me to have to battle with that even after, because I'm pretty sure, okay, everybody is that was involved is elated that R. Kelly got the 30 years, but that doesn't change, and I'm still dealing with the trauma. So for me, my heart ached for those people. I mean, ached. Is one I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna uh get her name again. It was the one that where her mom went to the hotel room. It's the one that he like made cut her hair like a boy, and he was saying that she was very rebellious. So according to other folks, R. Kelly was saying she was very rebellious, and that's why he used to do things like make her cut her hair like a boy. And her mom showed up at the hotel. She was there with oh Lord, what is these people's name? I'm gonna find out. But anyway, I mean that one broke my heart. That broke me. That broke me. I was a little broken from Drea, but she didn't go into too much detail. I was a little broken from the young lady who said she was Leah's friend, and her tears seemed very genuine to me, so I was a little broken from her. And then but the one that he made cut her hair like a boy, that 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 sent me. 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 That broke me. That broke me. And the mother went to the hotel and got her. And then the mother said she ended up she told the mother she was gonna come with her, and she left with the mother a little bit later. But then the mother said she ended up not escaping, but like sneaking and going back to R. Kelly again. Yeah, it as a woman, it does something to you. It does something to you. It does to hear, because like I said, not every woman's story there tugged at my heartstrings. Some of them was like, yo, this come on, Kelly, chill the fuck out. Like that type of thing. But then it was ones that was like, my God, are you demonic? Like what why? What why? So it it really, really, and for those ones that I believed and I thought were genuine, I just feel like R. Kelly deserves worse than jail. He deserves hell. If that is the case, and this is not all made up, how they trying to make it seem and yada yada yada. If the reality of it is, if what those women were saying, and I don't even mean all of them, I mean if one of them is telling the truth about the way you treated the women, then I'm sorry. You're beyond jail at this point. That's demonic. You deserve hell. You deserve hell. And I hate to say that about a black man, because I'll be very honest with you. I still listen to R. Kelly's music. R. Kelly is a musical genius. Okay. So I'm not even gonna sit up here and lie. His music actually tugs at the heartstrings. But I also look at it and say, like, again, you're demonic. You're demonic. If the way you treated just one of those women is true, you are demonic, because it's not that's inhumane. What you were doing were inhumane. So if that is true, then R. Kelly 30 years ain't enough. But let me take a sec. I got some questions, right, regarding these parents. I know. Again, I'm always having an unpopular opinion. Like that's what I'm gonna call myself, like, because I'm always having an unpopular opinion. But I have to really say something about this, right? I did not physically spend the night outside of my parents' home until I was 21 years old. Let me repeat. And don't get me wrong, I spent the night at my aunt's house and stuff like that. But I didn't spend a night with a friend until I was 21 years old. Whenever I speak about my dad, I always make it very clear that we had a very rocky relationship. And I always share that we had that because he was parenting. That's the reality of the situation. To no fault of his, he was parenting. I just did not want to be parented in that fashion. So we were at war. Okay. And I don't mean anything physical or anything, but I just always had an attitude with him. I was always in trouble because I always said something slick. He got on my nerves, just everything negative in my opinion about him. Because in all actuality, when I look back on it today, he was parenting. And one of his main goals in parenting, and I swear to God, I pray to him every day about this, is his protection. His protection. His protection. My father was a phenomenal protector. Phenomenal. No. Phenomenal protector. Phenomenal. When I tell you phenomenal. And because he was that way, I was not exposed to a lot of things. So I just wonder, right? Let me just put this all, in perspective. Let's just say I was musically talented, right? In my family, hey girl, hey girl, hey girl, hey girl, all right, hey girl, sing it up. And I wish I could sing like, if I ain't got nothing, I'm gonna get 1 + 1 together. But anyway, let's just say that was me, right? As a 16-year-old, 17-year-old, I'll even say 18, but most of the girls when he was meeting them, they were 17, right? R. Kelly's first album, if I'm not mistaken, was called 12 Play. That was in like the 90s. So why would a 17-year-old in 2011 be interested in going to a R. Kelly concert, show, record signing? I don't fucking know. What would R. Kelly be singing that would interest a 17-year-old? Right? Because during this time, I'll take it a step further. Why he wasn't taking them Trey Songz stuff? Why he wasn't taking them Chris Brown stuff? Like, this is all their age group at that time. Why? What would R. Kelly be able to do for your musical genius that any other of these record labels with younger uh artists could do? Why? But a lot of their stories was like, oh, I took so and so Joycelyn is one of their names to an R. Kelly. Like somebody went when they was going to R. Kelly concerts, and then you're getting pulled out the audience, and then you're getting taken to the back. And sweetheart, sweetheart, what would you go? What what? Also, I'll take it a step further, and let me know if I'm wrong, guys. What musical genius, aside from Aaliyah, who allegedly he married and was basically, statutory raping, um, child prodigy has he, molded that would make you think you want him to work with? Like it would be different if you like, oh, I pulled with Jermaine Dupri because I seen what he did for Bow Wow, like for Chris Cross, like whoa. So I was very confused on the part of, oh, we took her to a concert and that's how she first met R. Kelly. Why? Why? And even if let's just play devil's advocate again. Let's just say that you took her because she had been telling you for months and months and months she loved him. What about the people her age? Chris Brown, Trey Songz. Why wasn't she loving these people? Why old ass R. Kelly? Yeah, I was confused. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Mm-mm. 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 I know this is an unpopular opinion, and I know people are not going to like me for saying this. And I usually get bashed for saying stuff like this because I'm not a parent. So people just look at me and be like, oh, girl, you saying all that because you don't have no kids yet. And they're absolutely right. I am, because I do know that most times you have to go through the experience of things before you could judge them. But either way, whether I'm a parent or not right now, they kiss my ass. What I am going to say is there was a lack of parenting there. There was a lack of parenting there at some point. There was a lack of parenting there because I know had I came up to my mom and said, "Oh, mom, I'm in love with Keith Sweat." Let me see who's Keith Sweat. Let me see. Let me use I don't know if I can have him Melvin in the Blue Notes. Like I don't know, some old singer. My mother would be like, and young people have old souls, but girl, where's you interested in? Where's the people your age? What's going on here? You don't like Diddy and nobody? What the hell you talking about? Some no. So I found it very weird that a lot of their stories were centered around like, oh, he was supposed to be helping my daughter, and oh, they told me that somebody from the record company was gonna watch over her while she was with him. What the hell is you leaving the safety and the well-being of your child with somebody from a record company who's trying to make money that you don't even know? Child, listen. Okay, this is what I will say. You don't have to give the parents as much time as R.Kelly, but they need a child neglect case or something. Come on, cut the bullshit. If he gonna get all these child pornography charges, y'all could give the parents some child neglect or some shit like that. Something. Okay, something. But again, that's just my unpopular opinion, right? Okay, moving right along. You don't think they was paid to paint the picture? Oh Lord. Okay, so let me respond to the comment. Let's hear by Pookie. He said, "You don't think that they was paid to paint the picture?" I don't know. I was not there. I do not know. What I will say is, what some of those young ladies revealed to me, and I already shared this with Pookie, so he knows this. It felt very, very, very genuine. And unless these folks are just super duper duper beyond actresses, it was too many. It was too real. It was too much. I'm sorry. It was too much. It was too much. So for at least one, I'll be very honest with you guys, even if it's only one, I'm going with Dominique. Dominique. I think her name is Dominique. I think her name is Dominique, but I'm gonna look it up for sure. If it's only that one, I believe her. And if from what I hear, he did to her, then 30 years is not enough. You deserve hell. You deserve hell. Everything about it was inhumane. Everything about it was inhumane. I have three nieces, right? I have three nieces. To know that, God forbid, one of them was somewhere where, somebody was, you know, mentally abusing them, at some points physically abusing them, starving them, making them live in unsanitary and just very inhumane conditions. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Seriously, like, what's wrong with you? Like, what is wrong with you? That would, like, me as a person just coming here as a visitor, and I would have witnessed that, it would have, made me break down. So I wonder, as a person who's dealing with these people, sleeping with them and stuff, you didn't feel no remorse for those people? I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. So me and Pookie have this fight all the time. We fighting right now online because he's telling me, I don't want you to see what females do. I don't know. I don't know. You see what females do for designer things. So imagine a couple 100,000. Maybe somebody did offer them a couple 100,000 to lie on this man. I don't know. But I know one of them, I believe. One of them, I believe. One of them, I believe. And the one that I believe tugged at my heartstrings, broke my heart. And I think, if that's the truth, if R. Kelly, if you did not do anything to anybody on this planet, and they all just decided to gang up on you, then you have my sincerest apologies. But if you did it to just one, your ass deserve hell. Fuck jail. Hell, fuck jail. Okay? Okay, that's my opinion. Unpopular one, so what? I'm going to say it. Right? I also believe that the parents deserve some child neglect charges, and I think maybe like a fine or a little bit of jail time too. Because then I don't want you shopping off your other daughters doing the same fucking thing. Because I don't know about all this. You took your baby to a Kelly concert where you could have took her to a Chris Brown or a Trey Songz or a Bow Wow fucking one. To me, that makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. So I'm done with the parents as well. I mean, hey, unpopular opinion, but it's mine, right? I said I wasn't going to talk about Peace Valley because I didn't see the latest. Saucy Santana versus Blue Ivy. Now, I just said to you guys, and I want to correct this, right? I said that I have three nieces, right? I have three biological nieces, right? But I actually have five. Five nieces. I have two adopted. You want to know who my two nieces are? Blue Ivy and Romy. That's the name, right? I hope so. Yes, those are my other two nieces because, as you all know, I'm not even gonna go on to our Beyonce we are just scar sisters. Y'all don't need to go. Y'all don't need to heal that. Y'all know that's my girl. Y'all know that's my girl, right? I'll be very honest with you. I personally, it's just me. I turned 40 in February. I can't tell you one Saucy Santana song. Not one. But to be honest, I can't tell you not one City Girl song unless it's a song that I don't know it's their song. I'm not really looped in with the new genre of music. Like to me, this is a whole new genre. Like I don't get that nigga, get that bag, get that money, bitch, suck it, like my back teeth look good, girl. Yeah, I don't feature that too much. So once that started filtering in, I filtered out. So 99.9% of the time, if you hear me listening to any rap, I won't lie. I'm featuring Rowdy, like that type of, but I'm not featuring those girls. I will listen to some Cardi, definitely some Nicki, a little teeny ounce of Meg, but yeah. So I don't know Saucy Santana's music, right? But I will say this: I am an avid interview watcher. Like I will watch interviews, especially if I like you. I will find every interview done on you and watch them, right? And it's so crazy because about it probably wasn't even 3 months. It could have been about a month ago. I had stumbled upon a Saucy Santana interview. He was actually on the Breakfast Club. So I watched the Breakfast Club interview and I was very impressed. I was very impressed with Saucy Santana. I was very impressed with Saucy Santana. Very. And I mean, just because he gave me like he gave me real vibes, but I'm an entertainer. Right? So he gave me, yeah, I'm gonna come out, BBL, swerve, make it happen, collect my coins. But the reality of it is, I know how to show up as a real, so he talked about how he was actually in the streets moving with guys where you had to move a certain type of way, and I could see some of his conversation lets you know, like I could see, like I was very impressed with Saucy Santana. I was very impressed with Saucy Santana. Very, very impressed with him. Then I watched a couple more interviews, and I was like, I actually like him. I actually like him. I actually am accepting of, even though I don't know none of his music, but I'm actually accepting of him filtering in as a new LGBTQ plus artist, and helping hip hop to, kind of transition and try something new. I was here for it. I won't lie to you. I didn't listen to any music, but I was here for it, right? So to see what happened with the situation with Blue Ivy, it kind of disappointed me about him because I felt like he kind of showed up so solid in his interviews that he would handle this better. Now, that's just like I'm very much aware about tweets, right? Listen, I used to tweet consistently back in like 2010. I don't even remember what my name is always the same on social media, Born Bossy, but I think this time it was just Born_Bossy. It wasn't all the Y's like how I have it on IG. But I definitely used to tweet back. What could I hear? I definitely used to tweet back then. Now again, you will probably pull up some of them tweets, and I will probably cringe like, why I was saying this and why I was saying that. And so I get how, some things can resurface and it got you looking crazy, right? What I didn't respect was that he didn't want to apologize publicly to a kid when the tweets were public about the kid. So that's what kind of made me look at him like I was looking at you trying to look for the real nigga in you because I thought it was there, but you showed me that nah, it ain't, because it would be different if he would have been talking about B or J, because he can say, like, his defense could be, well, I didn't like them at the time. So what? I ain't got to apologize for how I felt at that time. That's fine. They're adults. They're adults. So if you want to talk about another adult and your opinion on who they are or whatever the case may be, honestly and truly, it ain't the best thing to do. But so what? I mean, move on. They're grown. They can handle it. But to speak publicly negatively about a kid and then refuse to apologize publicly, that's disgusting. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. Mm. Again, if these were some inbox messages that got leaked fine, because I can understand you saying, well, listen, I didn't say that for the world to see. This person was hating on me. We not friends no more, so they decided to leak my messages. That would be fine. No, these were things that you were saying publicly. You were saying these things publicly. So at least have the decency, especially now because she's an older kid. So I'm pretty sure she's privy to social media, privy to the rumors, yada, yada, yada. You know, at least have the decency to say, like, you know what? Back then, I was immature and that wasn't fair. That's a child. I apologize. But I think it was some response like, oh, I'm not apologizing publicly. And if supposedly, I think it was something like, I'll apologize to them on my own or something like that. And it was like, yeah, that would be okay if you said it to them on your own. But you didn't. You said it publicly. That's a kid. That's a kid, bro. That's a kid. Come on. That's a kid. That's a kid. I just sat up there and watched you be so friendly and so sweet, the little Kim daughter. So you know how delicate and fragile kids are. That's a kid. That's a kid. That's a kid. Regardless of what you feel about her, that's a kid. So aside from the fact that she my niece, so it does make me a little biased. Just as a person with compassion, that's a kid, bro. You don't play with nobody kids. You don't play with nobody kids. If you want to talk about J and B publicly and whatever you want to say about them, hey, they gotta wear that. They grown and we all have opinions about each other. But don't drag the kids in it. Don't do that. Don't do that. And don't stand on your pedestal and be wrong and strong. Because that wasn't cool. That wasn't cool. And again, I don't totally dislike Saucy Santana after this because I actually did like the interviews and I would like to see more of the personality. But what I will say is I was very disappointed. I was very disappointed. I was very disappointed about the bravado and the cockiness to say like, so what I said it and that and it's like, wow, you knocking on a lot of doors because of these people. Your name ringing bells because these people have opened the door for a lot of people to walk through. Beyonce's biggest fan base are the gays. So come on now, come on. I didn't think that was cool. I didn't think that was cool. I didn't think that was cool. Along with the comment that you made about the gays giving the women their flair and all that type of stuff. I'm just like Saucy, you tripping, you tripping. But in all fairness, I feel like a lot of young people trip. I feel like a lot of young people. How old is Saucy? I feel like a lot of young people trip, and I feel like a lot of people don't grab, don't catch them. You slipping, you slipping, you slipping. Sometimes you got to catch young people. Sometimes you got to catch young people. And for me, I am an adamant catcher. I am an adamant catcher. Yeah, we having fun until we not. You tripping, okay? You are tripping. I'll even tell a little bit of my tea, something that just happened. And again, I overreacted because I'm queen overreactor, but it was just me, being my dad, who is a damn shame how much I resented him because of the way. I'm sorry, guys, here because of the way he was and turned into him. But I actually fell in love with him too because my boyfriend just like him as well. Sometimes, not all the time. Has some of his character traits. But another thing too was that I lost my train of thought. What was I about to say? I said he was acting cocky about giving away. Oh, my niece. I was gonna tell this story, right? My niece. This happened to me, right? This was one of my catching a young person when they slip in, but it wasn't. Y'all determine if it was a slip or not. I just know that I don't play with mine. I don't play with mine. None of my nieces. So I'm catching. I'm catching before you even thinking about slipping. I ain't playing with your ass. If I'm on the scene, I know about it. I ain't playing with you. So we was at a barbecue, right? So just some background on my niece. My niece, if I go into depth about talking about her, I probably would start crying. That's how proud of her I am. That's how much I love her. Like I love all three of my nieces, but she's the oldest and she's going into adulthood and womanhood at the moment. So it's like, oh my God, wow. And not being able to believe that she's at this phase in her life. But anyway, she's 18. She just graduated high school. She's in a very, very, very safe and a good relationship with a very nice young man. She does I love her. I love her. She makes me proud. All of my nieces make me proud. They're just very good girls, right? It's just certain things I just don't have to worry about with them, right? So we were at a barbecue, and her boyfriend might be like a year or two older. So I'm guessing that he may every now and again have a little sip of wine or whatever the case may be. And again, he's not a little kid, and he's free to do whatever he wants. He damn sure ain't my kid, so that's fine. But I was at the bar doing something. I walked away from the bar, and then I came back to the bar, and I saw my niece pouring alcohol, right? Now, to my knowledge, my niece doesn't drink or smoke. I never see it, right? And I never see her high or anything for me to think that she does. I never hear she was drunk, So of course I'm oblivious to all of that type of stuff if it's going on. Which again, I would say I don't think it is. So when I seen her pouring a drink, I won't lie, I overreacted. Like in my fucking mind, you were a star tender. Like in my mind, we're at starlets, and you're like, I just was like, oh my god, she's a star tender. Like I just lost. She was like, I'm just pointing. I lost my mind. I lost my mind on her, and only because I don't even want to begin to encourage that behavior. And that's not because I have any disdain for bartenders, star tenders, strippers, strips clubs. No, I don't. I just don't see where that lifestyle would benefit my niece. And because I don't see it benefiting her, I don't even see her having skin tough enough to engage in that type of community. You stay your ass where you good at, where you are good at, and I want you to stay in that zone. So because of me, because of that, I have to protect you. So for me, I don't want you getting too comfortable pouring no drinks and I look up and then you're a bartender. No, you got plans about who you want to be. You ain't never tell me it was a bartender. Get back to your plans. And again, in that moment, it was just an overreaction. Because it's like, girl, I'm not thinking about drinking. I'm just pouring it for somebody else. I can't touch the bottle. No, and I get it's just my natural and innate duty to want to protect my people. So I just think again, Saucy Santana, that wasn't cool. That wasn't cool. That wasn't cool. I don't think J and B think, well, I don't know if they even care about it, but I just know it just wasn't cool. It just wasn't cool. You stood up on a pedestal and you acted like you was above certain things and better than certain things, and you couldn't do this and you wasn't doing that. And again, these are the gatekeepers. Let's be motherfucking clear. Okay, I gotta say that curse out right. Let's be clear. These are the gatekeepers. Okay, the king and queen of R&B and hip hop. Like, come on now, come on, come on. So let's see how that works out for you, baby. Mm-hmm. I like you, Saucy, and I hope you can redeem yourself. But I don't know how well that's gonna work out for you. But anyway, I also said that I would discuss B dropping. I'm gonna break myself. You heard my homegirl. We out sickety. We is out sickety. Y'all listen. We out sickety. You heard what B said. We outside. Hello. I'm excited. I'm excited, but I'm like fake bittersweet excited, right? Because I love B to death. But I probably haven't been able to get through a full album since Lemonade. And don't get me wrong, I love her, but I just can't really always get with like the Afro beats and a wee way. Like it's just too much given it's not giving what it's what it's supposed to give. It's not giving it. No, it's not. No. Take me back to Lemonade. Like I want her to go back in the headspace of how she recorded like 1+1. Like I need that be back. I'm all for evolution and moving forward and growing up. That's cool. But the direction that she's going in, that she has went in these last couple of years, is kind of a little too far from what made me love her. And I'm hanging on. I'm hanging on. I'm loyal. I'm hanging on. I want to still love her, but she got to come a little better. She got to come a little better than that this time. This time, I want her to get back to that R&B soulful. If I ain't got nothing, yeah, that one. That one. Best thing I never had. Yeah, that all night long. Yeah, come on. Yeah, come on, girl. Come on, because the Afro beats and the kente cloth and I'm good on all that. D. No shade, but I'm good on all that. But I love you. I love you, and I'm gonna always support you. I'm gonna always support you. I don't give a damn if you drop an album in Braille, girl. I'm gonna support you. I love you, my god sister. But cut your shit, girl. Come on, cut it out. Break my soul. I was like, okay, because you know what I like. To my side, like she did. Get on her look. You know, so I'm like, okay, you might be back. But girl, don't play with me. Don't play with me. Because if the next song is like, hungala, gungala, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. If the next song is anything remotely close to the Lion King, Simba, Rafiki, I don't fucking know. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Do that mean I still love you? 100% because I'm loyal. But all that me copping everything and nah, I'm gonna be done with that part. But you still my girl. You my girl, but I want to let your ass know something too that I'm hot about. And I just want to keep it real because I keep it real with everybody. You and your ass is not exempt. You send another one of them fucking Ivy Park boxes out and one don't come here to this doorstep and your ass gonna have a problem. Now I already tagged you and let you know about that the first time. I'm not gonna keep tagging you, letting you know. I'm not gonna keep tagging you, letting you know. If you sending out Ivy Park shit, come on, girl. Come on. Jay know about the style. Wake up. Hello. Jay, you better put her D. Some of your style folks need some Ivy Park, and definitely the one that's been repping her since day one. Beyonce, don't play with me, girl. Now you my own girl, but don't play with me. Okay? Moving right along. You my girl. I wanted to also talk to y'all because now this what happened. For years and years and years and years and years and years and years, people was asking me, do I watch Black Ink? And I was like, I mean, no. So I want to tell y'all something. I know y'all probably want to judge me for what I'm telling y'all, but it's okay. I'm still going to tell y'all, right? Because I always keep it real on my lives and on my page. So I'm not going to homicide funk punk fit to y'all. I am a person who, and that's why I came back to y'all today, right? Because I am a person that I thrive off of seeing like glamour, like glitz, like pretty, like, that's just me, right? I like that. I don't know. Even ever since I was a little kid, like my mother would tell you, I put shirts on my head. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I've just always been like that. I'm a person that if we got to come somewhere, I don't care how dressed down it is. I'll still wear a dress. Like, I love dresses. Like, I don't know. I've just always been like that type of person, right? So when I watch TV shows, if I don't see nobody on the show that look like they giving that real glam, they trying to be too cute for the space type of thing, I kind of be checked out of the show, right? So when they was asking me about Black Ink, I was like, now in all fairness, things did change for folks. But when they was asking me about the show, aesthetically, nobody was did it for me. And that's not me being shady. It's just everybody have their preference. And aesthetically, the males on that show didn't do it for me. And at the time when they were asking, none of the women at the show on the show really gave enough trying to be cute, you know what I'm saying, type of vibe for me to want to get into it. So I never watched it, right? So when I was home dealing with the death of my sister, which I'll talk a little bit about on here, not too much. I'll do another live for that. But I actually started watching Black Ink. I felt, when I tell y'all, Sky is my god sister. Sky is my god sister. She earned the god sister spot. She earned the god sister spot, but the only thing is, I would like to pretty much do Healer Hearts with her first before I officially give her the Healer Hearts title. But I mean, give her the god sister title. But she's really in like god sister vibes with me. Sky was so I loved her. I loved her. She was so sweet and crazy. She gave me like my home girl living my building vibes. Like I fucked with Sky, right? I fucked with Sky, right? Excuse my language. But what I did see was one of my favorite two characters was more so like, no, I actually like everybody except for Season Teddy. I liked O-Ish, I liked War, and I liked Puma. I liked those three guys. They had their little flaws, but not enough. Like, I didn't like them. What I didn't like about Season Teddy, and I wrote this in a review under one of the pages, was that like I can't really deal with men who have a disdain and a disrespect for women. And I will also let you know that you could tell who those men are because it comes out when things happen between them and women, right? So I'll just say this, right? Say you're dating a guy who does have a disdain for women. As long as you're on good terms, you would never know that. He's gonna be very sweet, very nice. Oh, ti ti ti, moo moo moo, ooh ooh ooh, ah ah ah. But as soon as y'all go through something, I'm sorry, y'all. Let me leave this here alone. Soon as y'all go through something, the manner in which he spits you out, curse you out, act like he almost about to get physical with you. You know, all of those things are gonna show you like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you is what's wrong with him is that he doesn't have any respect for women. So when things go left, he's willing to go there and take it there. And what I seen with Teddy and C's, one of the number one indicators of that for me was that they kept using the term, I mean, over and over. Like even in all fairness to them, that is a hood term. Like we're like, bitch, like, but it just was used so loosely and so freely in every instance that it made me like, that's a tad bit of a turn off. Cause like I've been around men, I was raised around hood men all my life. They'll use terms like broad, chick, and I mean, again, those are not the best terms either, but they're a little better than this bitch. And everything what this bitch is. And one of the things that kind of really, really threw me for a loop with C's, was when his sister was working at the shop and then she wasn't working there no more. Because in all fairness, they didn't really give you no backstory to what really happened about why she wasn't working there. So they just gave you when she came with the mom, and I guess that was the dad because C's didn't have no respect for him. And he wasn't saying that. So I thought maybe he was like a stepfather or something. But anyway, whoever it was, Caesar automatically got upset, which it let me know they have some back family issues. But he started telling them to get out and telling the mother she was taking up for the daughter because that was that's her favorite child. Anyway, but he just started bitching the sister out. And I was like, to your sister? Like, why are you speaking that way to your sister? Like, what is that? Like, automatically, and then she start crying because I guess that's what he normally does. And the mother, he had no respect for the mother in that moment. So that made me look at him like, oh yeah, yeah, my son teed up. He giving me, y'all arguing and your mouth start getting the best of him, he'll spit on you. I could be wrong, but that's what he giving me. So I was kind of like, even though sometimes you do show up nice to the ladies, I don't like the other side. And knowing that you even have that, me personally, no. And then aesthetically, he just wasn't what I was into. And I seen Teddy had the same thing. The only thing with Teddy is he know how to mask it a little better. So his bitch will come out like, get this fucking bitch, very subtle and low. So you were kind of not, and it doesn't present a threat when he's saying it, so you wouldn't take it so aggressive as with C's when he yelling and screaming in your face. But Teddy was doing the same thing, right? So I peeped both of them, and they was related. So I was like, oh no. So anyway, hearing what happened with C's and the dog, it was just like, well, that didn't shock me. And then hearing the regurgitated stories from all the women that he dealt with, that was like, ooh. Y'all see my face? Yeah, we gonna talk about that. But yeah, so seeing what happened with C's, that whole situation, and seeing the exes like come out and say all of this stuff that was going on when he was with them. Again, it kind of brings me back to R.Kelly. It's like, even if you didn't do something, saying if you scorn women enough for them to lie on you like this, that says a lot about your character as well. I'm not saying it's right for them to do. I'm not saying it's okay, yada, yada, yada. But it also speaks volumes to the situation. It was unfortunate that he lost his job because I actually really did like the show. I watched all the seasons. Then I liked it so much, I turned around and watched Chicago. So it was a really good show. I don't know what they're going to do without C's, but, you got to move forward. So I just looked at that like, ooh, okay. All right. The book club return. Ooh. Ooh. Yes, the book club baddies are returning. I've actually been a facilitator of two book clubs, right? The first one, it was, I want to say back in like 2016, 2015, 2016. I think it lasted to about maybe late 2017. It was actually pretty good, but it did jumble up a couple of relationships in my life because, women are beautiful people, but we also are very multifaceted creatures. And, It doesn't always work well, right? So that ended, and some of those friendships had to be worked through. But other than that, they're cool. I don't have any issue with anything from that book. Anybody from that book club, we worked through them. We just didn't continue the book club. As far as the second book club, I'm still cool with every last one of them that's in it, and that's why we're gonna relaunch it and just come with some new rules. And I'm thinking about trying something different this time, but I also want to let other folks in virtually, right? Because I'm not interested in having folks in the space. Let me not say any of this because I don't have any finalized plans. But the book club is relaunching. The book club is relaunching. The book club is relaunching. Okay, so I'll give you the deets. You'll see our faces. October is our first meeting. So the book club is relaunching. The book club is relaunching. Just a FYI and PSA. The book club is relaunching. Okay. What else I wanted to share with you guys? Oh, you guys were asking me questions. You guys were asking me questions, and I want to answer. Where's my glasses? Hold on, guys. Let me get my glasses. I look so cute and studious with my glasses. Okay, my mom. Okay, Miss Penny. I look like my mom with my glasses on. But you guys were asking. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. You guys were asking me questions. Also, how'd you like the new Dear DJ? How'd you guys like the new Dear DJ? Was y'all in love with it? Did y'all hate it? What did I need to do? Talk to me. Talk to me. Because I really I sank my teeth into that one. I sank my teeth into that one. I sank my teeth into that one. I tried to give, excuse me, I tried to give, excuse me, the best feedback on that. But questions. Who does your hair? I have a few hairstylists. I'm gonna drop down in the comments and share with you guys who've done my last couple of wigs. I'm gonna also redirect you to go to my Instagram because on my Instagram I'll normally tell who did this wig or who did this ponytail or yada yada yada. Right? And sometimes it's different people. It's not always the same person. But I'll drop down in the description box and leave both of those young ladies' IG in that so you guys will know and you can see I love them both. They do very, very good hair. Very, very good hair. So I can't be mad at either one of them. How much weight have you lost altogether? I gained some weight back and I'm so hurt. So at one point, especially back during the pandemic, I had got as low as I want to say 180 something pounds. And I was so proud of myself because I was coming from 297. So that was something to be proud of. But I ballooned back up. Wow, Lord. So I think I'm 213 right now. How that happen? How whack was that? But I'll put out another video sharing with you guys my paniculectomy journey and getting my fruit pot cut out, and now I can see my coochie and all this dumb shit. Yeah, but I'm just pissed that I gained weight, right? What made you start healing hearts? Pain, trauma, fear, uh, a loss of hope, a loss of faith, being tired, being done with feeling like this. So, yeah, no, it was all of the above. It was so many bad feelings and so many things I was growing through. And so many times I told myself, for real this time, I'm going to get it together. For real this time, I'm going to make it happen. For real this time, I'm going to change. And then looking up 5, 6 months later and being in the worst space that I was before I even said that, just being done, just being done, just being done. And I know for some people, done can mean suicide. Done can mean suicide. For some folks, done can mean suicide. Done can mean I'm tired of feeling like this. I'm tired of telling myself this every day. So I'm going to just end it all. For me, that wasn't the thought process. The thought process, well, what it was, well, what are you going to do, Khadijah? Because you keep saying you're done and you keep saying you're tired and you keep saying you're going to fix it. And apparently you're not fixing it because you're coming back to the round table saying, you keep saying you're tired and you keep saying you're like, what are you going to do? So finally I started saying, well, the number one thing I need to start doing is addressing how I'm getting to this space. And I'm getting to this space because I have demons that I'm not addressing. and I could sweep them under the rug, and I could put them in a bottle of alcohol. I could put them in the bottom of an alcohol bottle, and I could mask them and all these other things. But you have to address what the real issue is. What's going on? What's the matter? Why you can't get your shit together? And I started to unpack. I started to unpack. I started to peel down the layers. I started to tell myself that if I ever wanted to get healed and whole, that I had to not only be transparent with God, but be transparent with myself. Because you're going to dump everything on God in prayers, but what about what you need to do for yourself? Yeah, God's going to help. You need to help Him help you. So I decided to really start having conversations with myself. And one of the conversations was, I was always a very confident person, even when I was at 297 pounds. So me losing weight had nothing to do with me not being confident. It had a lot to do with me not being happy. And I wasn't happy because it was things I wanted to wear and, things I no longer wanted to do, like put on whatever girdle and, yada, yada, yada. And it also started to affect my health. So it's like, even though, bitch, you know how to dress it up and make it look beautiful. So your confidence is not wavering in that area, but your happiness is because you don't feel good about the way you feel. You don't feel good about the way you look. So what are you going to do? And I start making plans for what needed to be done. That was the first step. The second step was, allowing folks in my space and becoming friends and being in relationships and dealing with folks that just, they didn't mean me no good. They didn't treat me good. And not in the sense that nobody would curse me out, slap me, hit me. It's just that some of the things that they would do, I would just, give them the benefit of the doubt. Oh, I didn't really like that. You didn't show up to my party, or just anything that I'm putting so much effort into being your friend or being your lady or whatever it is, and you just putting minimal back. And you doing that because every time you do it, I make an excuse for why you like that. Oh no, I know you like that because your aunt died 8 years ago. He dealing with that same dead aunt death at his other bitch house. Like, stop making excuses for these people. Stop. Even in friendships. Oh, I know you're a needy friend, so I just got to keep showing up for you because I know that you need me. No. No, because when you wasn't around, they was able to handle it. You don't have to keep doing this. You know what I'm saying? So it was just ways that I was not taking care of myself, and it was depleting me. And because it was depleting me, I was unhappy. And because I was unhappy, I was drowning all my sorrows in a bottle of liquor and having fights and doing weird shit instead of handling what the issue was. Now I could get drunk and have a grand old time and be in love and be happy because in my life I'm genuinely happy. But back then I get drunk and I have a fight, I'm arguing, I'm fussing, I want problems, I'm bringing up the past. Girl, what's going on? I'm hurting. That's what's going on. I'm hurting. Somebody help me. Help yourself. Help yourself, Khadija. You are hurting and you do need help. Help yourself. And that's what Healing Hearts is. Healing Hearts initially started with me helping myself. Me looking up at myself, reaching for a helping hand, and then me looking down at myself, being that hand that pulled me up. Me and God. Me and God. And once He showed me, like, I got you. As long as you pull yourself up out that hole, I'm gonna hold your legs and drag you up out that shit. So I started doing all of the things contributing to me growing and me being better and me taking my life back and me taking all of this pain and throwing it out the window and replacing it with pleasure and happiness and replacing good people with bad people and, just starting to remove and shift and, you know what I'm saying? And when I started doing all that, I started feeling better. Then after I was feeling better, I started looking better. And then when I started feeling better, looking better, I started acting better. Healing Hearts is my baby. She just turned 8 on the first. My firstborn. I love her to death. It is the drive. Sorry, you guys. I can see the reflections. It's the driving force behind everything that I do. It really, 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 really is what saved my life. It's what changed my life. It's what gave me life. You know what I'm saying? So, Healing Hearts will always be top tier. I tell everybody it's going to make me a millionaire. And I'm going to continue working on myself and helping other folks do the same. So speaking of, because we're gonna bring this to a close because I want to actually have another live where I talk about my sister's death. I talk about just some inside stuff that I know you guys are interested in. And I also want to give out some resources, some skincare, some vajacial. I just want to give out some resources to you guys and let you know because even in the last Dear Deja, you saw me talk about, the boric acid, yada yada yada, right? So I definitely want to give out that. People were asking me for recipes. I don't have much. If you guys want to know about good meals, go to Baker's Kitchen. I'll drop down in the information box and give you the link to their YouTube. Go to Baker's Kitchen. That's my friend Nene. They food looks so good. Oh my God. I haven't tried one of their recipes yet, but I'm definitely going to try them. It's just that I don't be having enough hours in the day and it look like they do mad prepping. So I gotta go food shopping this week and prep. But I just want to shout my friend out Baker's Kitchen. I really, really love their meals. And I'm gonna try a few this week after I go food shopping. But I can't really give y'all no recipes. Don't ask me. Go to Baker's Kitchen and they got you. Okay. I'm going to share with you guys the whole debacle about the 40 and Bossy extravaganza. That shit was so lit. I love my birthday so much. And me telling y'all about my birthday is going to be it's going to help me lead into, discussing my sister's death and just, how life is really, really, really delicate and fragile and how, what we can do to strengthen ourselves in it and how we can be better and how, you know, beautiful my sister's homegoing was and how beautiful she lived her life as well. I just have a lot of things to talk about. So I'll answer more of the questions you guys asked me because it's about maybe 12 more, but I've been on here over an hour. I don't want to drain y'all out. So I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you to my subscribers who dropped by. I know I'm aggravating y'all with touching my hair. It's force of habit. I'm going to learn one day to leave it alone. Tonight I was going to put on a headband so I don't do it. But it curled up so good that I'm like, I don't need to. Like, come on now. But I'm going to stop doing this. I really am because it's annoying and it's also distracting for some folks watching the live. But again, I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to upload to Facebook. You guys come, share, like, give me some feedback. Give me some feedback in the comments. I always look forward to feedback because it helps me make my videos better and also helps you be better. I love you too. It helps me be better. So I appreciate you guys coming. I'm going to end it now, but we're going to talk more. I have more lives and more Dear DJs coming this week. I am Guess Who's Bizak. Come on now. So thank you. Love you guys. And I'll talk to you soon. Make sure you tell a friend. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I got y'all.